See, this is मान लो कि हमने एक रॉड लिया, ठीक है, and this rod is on smooth horizontal surface, and because of a small disturbance or due to some small disturbance, the rod starts sliding. ठीक है. So my question is, what will be the acceleration of the rod when it makes some angle with the vertical? Some angle. With the vertical. So we may take this angle for simplicity. We may take, say when theta is let 37 degree. One, and second when theta is 90 degree. That it becomes just before hitting the ground. So this is my question. So how you will proceed this question? This is the questions of rotational mechanics, and no doubt it is a good question in JEE perspective. So how we will do these questions? Already I have told you there are one way to solve the problems of rotational mechanics. There are many ways, 2-3 ways. One of the ways is Newton's law. You can do the questions by conservation of energy or work energy theorem. You can do it by Newton's law, and you can do it by law of conservation of angular momentum if it is applicable. But the Newton's law is the one of the, you can say, strong tool to solve the problem. What is Newton's law to solve the problem? For any rigid body, there are some forces acting on it, F1, F2, F3, like that. We can say the sum of the force is equal to mass into acceleration of the center of mass, we can say. And we can say the sum of the torque about center of mass, that is R cross F. When I say R, means position of, even we can write it, the force is the force on ith particle, and position of ith particle with respect to center of mass. Am I right this thing? And this is equal to, this will give ICM into alpha. I would like to tell you this is a powerful tool to solve the problem, and moreover I would like to tell you that when we consider the torque, we consider about center of mass, not any other point when the body is free to move. That we know. No, then my question is, then you can say, why not some other point too? Yes, you can consider, then you should consider also the torque due to pseudo force apart from the all external forces. Because point O is not stationary. It is accelerating. Then you may ask, center of mass is accelerating, but it is the beauty of nature that the pseudo force, the torque of pseudo force about center of mass is come out to be 0. And that is the beauty of nature. That is the good part we can deal with, we can solve the problem of mechanics. That is a good thing. So let us do this problem on this fact. So let us see at some instant, if I draw it, at some instant it goes here, and I did draw the diagram here, suppose. At some instant it is like, it comes here, suppose. Okay? And this angle is, say, theta. So if we see the free body diagram of it, FBD.
If we take the FBD of the center of mass.
FBD of this rod. So there are two forces acting on it. One is weight, mg. Other is a normal reaction by the ground. And if I write the Newton's law, I will write mg minus n is equal to m. And if I write the torque equation, I should write the torque equation about center of mass. So if I write the torque equation about center of mass, then only the torque will be the torque due to normal reaction, because mg is passing through it, it will be 0. So what is the torque about this? This n into perpendicular distance. So n into perpendicular distance is what? This angle is theta. This is
So
L by
it is
2
L by 2 sin theta.
sin theta. Good. And this is equal to y alpha.
Hmm.
So that is ml square by 12 into alpha. So now I have two equations. So I can write n into n sin theta is equal to ml 6 alpha. And let us put some values. Say theta is
ml square by 12 alpha.
right. L by 12 is cancelled out. So it will be L by
So
6.
what is ml square upon 12 into
I alpha. I alpha.
I is
Moment of
Moment
inertia.
of inertia.
Inertia about center of mass. So let theta is 37 degree. So if I take 37 degrees, so it will be
3 by 5.
3n by 5 is equal to ml alpha 6. Let this is equation number 2 and I named it as equation number 1. By seeing these two equations, we can say that a is unknown, alpha is unknown and n is
N is
unknown. We
unknown.
cannot solve. We need one more equation. How we can apply one more equation? And this is a very important thing one should know to crack the problem. That is, the constraint relation we have to apply. The most of the problem of mechanics, we constraint relation.
But then one more parameter b will be added in constraint.
No, not v in terms of a also we can write.
Okay, d, dx.
So I can say that this is the action and its effect will be, this is A and this is what? Alpha. So this point will have two acceleration. One is A and this is R alpha, L by 2 alpha that is. See, if I take vertical, this angle and this angle is same, theta. This is theta. So this is L alpha by 2 sin theta. So this point, the end point, what is the acceleration of
So,
end point?
that will be not theta, no? Because the other angle is theta.
Right, this is 90 minus theta.
Yeah.
This is cos theta.
Uh,
This will be cos theta. This is 90 minus theta. So what we mean to say that this point, this end point has acceleration. It can move only along the surface. It cannot move perpendicular to surface. Its acceleration in perpendicular direction must be 0. So we can say there is no net perpendicular force acting on it. So we can say that so on this part, I mean to say the end part, there is no net perpendicular force acting on it. Means that you may ask also this question, why not normal reaction is acting? Then I can say normal is acting on the entire rod, not on that point. That point is experienced by the surface force as well as the force by other part of the rod. So net force or acting on it is 0 in vertical direction, must be 0. Otherwise it will go either up or down. So an is what? A minus L alpha by 2 cos theta, and that must be 0. And then write A L alpha by 2 cos theta. So I got this is the third equation which helped me to solve this problem. So even I put this thing here, A is equal to L alpha by 2 into 4 by 5, that is 2L alpha by 5. So if I write this thing, L alpha is equal to 5A by 2, so I can write 3n by 5 is equal to m by 6 into 5a by 2. So this is the one equation, and then I can write ma is equal to 12, 36 n by 5, 25. 36 n by 25. And again ma is equal to mg minus n. So I can put this as mg minus n. So I can write then 36 plus 25, so that would be 36 n by 25 plus n is equal to mg. So I will get n is equal to 25 mg by, so it could be 61. So if I put the value of n in one of the equation, I will get A. A will be what? From here only I will get A is 36
by 61 mg.
36 by 25, n value is 25 mg by 61 by m. So this is out. So I will get A is equal to 36,
G by 61.
61. And this is what? Are you getting my point? This is how. Even we can solve this problem in the easier way that I will let you know. कि कैसे हम इसको और आसानी तरह से बना सकते हैं. Whether I applied two laws or you can say laws in the two equation we wrote here. One is the force equation, that is torque equation. We can solve this problem only by torque equation from instantaneous axis of rotation. That I will let you know later. But this is what we can solve. And even we can do for theta to 90 degrees, that we can do, this is not big issue. Okay. चलो.